Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing a tutorial of how I make my marble backgrounds. So as you can see right here, we're starting out with white acrylic paint. We're going to spread this all around the canvas and work on it while it's wet. This will help keeping the blending easier. And one thing to keep in mind is to make sure that you don't use up too much paint, because when you have too much paint, everything just gets mudged together and mixed and you can't tell any distinctive lines. This is the reference that I'm following. I'm going to keep my eyes on it to make sure that I know where the dark strokes are going to go and how I can map out the rest of this painting. So now I recommend you whip out your abuse brush. Everyone needs to have an abuse brush. It is a brush that you just abuse. You don't take care of it. It is just for rough sketching and scratch marks. So what I'm doing is mixing some water in with my paint. This will keep it runny and allow me to work with it while also having some of that abstract look that marble has, so it doesn't look too planned. Oftentimes when you're working just in one direction, you end up pulling all the lines down towards yourself. So what I recommend is to flip the canvas around, upside down, left and right, and that way you can just kind of have some more variation to your lines. Right here is where the marble look starts to come in, where we have these little cracks in the concrete. That's essentially what this project was going for. One thing you can do is to just add some water and the littlest bit of paint. That way it just runs and kind of drags along the canvas. Keeping in mind to essentially just let the tip of the brush hover over the canvas, letting the smallest brush do the work for you. For those of you who haven't seen the first video, this is actually part of a two-piece set that I'm making for my friend Adnan and Lamese, who are actually getting their Fatihah done this weekend. So the lighter one on the right is for the Arus, Lamese, and this one is for Al-Aris, Adnan. I'm just mapping out the calligraphy so I can make sure that both of them are equal and even. And here is just a quick time lapse of me mapping out this calligraphy using my pencil method. So now that the drawing is finished, we're going to be moving on to painting in this calligraphy and making this matching two-piece set. When painting in your calligraphy lines, I definitely recommend using a square-tipped brush. It mimics the end of an actual bamboo qalam, and that way you're not left with messy lines. After packaging the paintings, I put on my suit, picked up my boy Ali, headed over with all of Adnan's family to the bride's house, and I can't wait to give them these paintings at the Fatihah. Watching two of my close childhood friends enter this next stage of their lives together was definitely a core memory for me, and I'm so honored that I was given the opportunity to be able to provide them with something that they'll always be able to look back upon fondly to remember the day of their Fatihah. As always, for more calligraphy content just like this, please make sure to follow my socials on TikTok and Instagram at Wali's Writings and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Or if you're interested in purchasing pieces just like this, please look up my Instagram and hit me up there and we can discuss your vision. And last but not least, للعريس وعروس بارك الله لكما وبارك عليكما وجمع بينكما في خير. كن أنت تزداد جمالا